Alrighty folks, so I just wanted to go over a quick, I'm looking at this trade example that I'm recording, so I wanted to cover the idea here, maybe to give you an idea as to how I'm playing this market. So right now you can see that the market has moved down extensively over the course of this this trading session, and this has come to an oversold type of condition. And if you look at the higher time frame chart, you can see here on the hourly, what I'm looking at here is the MACD histogram that looks like it's running out of a little bit of steam. You can see here that the market is has stopped going down, and you can see that the slope of the MACD histogram is trying to work its way back to the upside again. With that in mind, we switch over to our 10-minute time frame, which is our intermediate time frame, and what I'm looking at here is the oscillator. Okay, the oscillator looks like it's working back to the upside, and you see that we've broken out of this little bit of a triangle here that we've established. Now the way I do this is that I look for the higher time frame here to give me an indication of what the potential trend can do. Okay, so the description of this strategy is in the membership section, but you basically looking here at the fact that the higher time frame here is running out of steam to the downside. Looks like we could be developing back to the upside. Then I go to the intermediate time frame. I start to look at the oscillator to give me an idea as to how to hone the entries here and to get more precise. But then what I'll do is I'll go down to the lower time frame charts, the lowest time frame charts, and then I'll try to nail the entry with precision there. So again, what I'm talking about here over the course of this intraday activity, notice here that the market has been in a downtrend. You can see here that it's been in a downtrend, but most importantly it's been in a falling channel, and every time that we came up to the top part of this channel, the market has been able to sell off. Okay, the market has respected these levels consistently, and then what we've noticed here is that you can see that the market has basically stopped going down with the same amount of force that it has been able to do up until now. This channel is running out of steam, and you can see here that we're putting in some sort of a falling wedge type of formation. Now what I've done, and I was meaning to cover this a little bit sooner so that we can go over the development of this pattern, but what we've seen here is the actual indication, or the signal if you will, that this market is trying to work its way back to the upside. You have the market basically breaking up through this formation here, and now we're getting a back test of the back side of this trend line. Now as long as we can stay above this channel formation, this market has the potential to work its way back up, and the idea is that once you break up through this falling wedge formation, then it suggests a little bit more upside. So the implications, or the idea is that we start to work our way back up, and we start to measure the move. I'm going to be watching here that we can stay above a lot of this activity, this price action. Right now you got the market basically trying to shake out the weak longs, and it looks like we're probably going to run into a little bit of consolidation before we work our way back to the upside. I'm going to check back here in a moment. I'm basically trying to record this. If this works out, that'll be a fantastic example for the members to check out. But if it doesn't, then it's the case as well. It'll be a good example to go about and review a little bit later. So I'll be right back in a moment. Alright, so just a little follow-up here. We've been able to hold, at least for right now, the back test of this trend line. One of the things that I was looking for is the fact that we stopped putting in lower highs and lower lows. You can see here, going back to the beginning of this morning, that we're putting in lower highs and lower lows, and now it looks like we're putting in the first start of higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so I got to say that as long as we can if we can stay off of these lows, then this has the potential to move higher. Keep in mind here that we can start to do some uptrend line analysis. Remember, this is a micro time frame, and the idea here is that we start to develop back to the upside. We stay up off of this these lows here, and I'm also watching the pound and the Australian dollar to give me a little bit of confirmation as to whether or not this market is going to hold up. Now keep in mind that you know, we could slip back into this formation and then push down to the lows. So as long as we can stay above this pattern here, this formation, the market should continue back to the upside. What I was looking at here is that we broke above the most recent highs here. You can see here at 36.40. Okay, so the fact that we're able to break above that tells me that the downside has been losing steam, and so I picked up a long off of this, the back test of this trend line here. I went, bought it here, and now I'm just waiting to see if we can push back up here. Tight stop is right below this 36.30 level, and actually thinking about moving my stop to break even now that I'm up a couple of pips. And if for some reason the market is going to oscillate back and forth in between these areas, then I'll look for a better entry right around this 36.30 level. The most important thing here is that we're developing this minor up trend line here, so I'm looking for more upside potential here in the euro. I'm going to check back here in a moment as this trade develops for this. Alright, so the market continues to push up here a little bit, and as it does this, I've actually moved my stop to break even on the trade, and what I want to do is start to manage where I think I'm going to have my target. Remember, talking about the idea about this formation, and the way you measure it is that you're looking at the beginning of the wedge pattern here. You draw a line there, and then you basically move it to where the breakout point was. Okay, you measure from the breakout point, and you can see here that it basically takes us back up to this 36.70 level, but most importantly it also takes us to the back to the creation of this wedge pattern. So that's really what it is that you're taking out your back up to moving removing this whole move, right? You're retracing the whole move is what I meant to say. And again, the fact is that there are going to be a lot of orders waiting up here at 36.70, so I don't want to try to get every single tick out of the market. What I want to do is I want to put my profit taking order probably just short of that level, somewhere around 36.65. Okay, the ambition is that we get up there, and if anything, then I'll also manage the stop as we move in that direction. I don't mind trailing up my stop, but most importantly, I know that if we start to break down below the most recent lows, which right now is at 36.30, I don't like to I won't like the long side. You see here, this is the most recent reactionary low. Okay, so in an uptrend, the market will want to make higher lows. You can see here that the previous reactionary low is at 36.24. The higher low is at 36.30. So I'm projecting another higher low somewhere around 36.35 or something like that. But the most important thing here is that we put in higher lows and higher highs, and this will give me the confidence that I need in order to stay in this long trade with the euro. I'll check back here in a moment, and we'll follow up on this trade. Alright, so just kind of reviewing this trade here, talking about as long as this trend line can hold up underneath us, and I think that this trade has its strong potential to work out. The MACD histogram here on the hourly chart continues to show that the momentum is trying to work its way back to the upside. You can see how the slope of the MACD histogram looks like it's improving. And then also pay attention here to the 10-minute time frame, how the stochastics is trying to work its way off of the lows here. And it looks like, you know, we've been able to break out of this little minor triangle here. So as you can see, the lower time frames, the market is trying to shake out the weak longs here, and basically we have this trend line that should hold up. The idea is that as long as the the hourly MACD histogram continues to improve and the stochastics on the 10-minute time frame continue to rally here, then I anticipate this market to work its way back up above 36.45 in time. This is a re-entry point. If you missed the first opportunity, you can see here how the market gives you multiple opportunities to get involved. So we'll check back here as this trade develops. Alright, so again, the market basically shaking us out here, not liking what I'm seeing. You can see here that the market is basically trying to take out this trend line. It could come down here and test the lower end, again testing this wedge formation again from the top side, and then work its way back to the upside. But I guess it's going to have to do it without me. I went ahead and took a scratch on this trade. Didn't like what I was seeing here. It could develop back to the upside, but that's going to do it for this trade example. So we'll see you on the next one.